The mystery choppers. Situations involving the mystery helicopters appear to be a little more insidious. A good example is an event which occurred in Madison County, Montana, between June and October of 1976. 22 confirmed cattle mutilations had occurred during that period, and they were accompanied by reports throughout the county of silent, unmarked, jet-black helicopters flashing or steady anomalous lights in the air and near the ground, unmarked fixed-wing aircraft and white vans in remote and previously inaccessible areas. Toward the latter part of this period, in early autumn of 1976, a hunter from Bozeman, Montana, was out alone around 3 p.m. one day in the Red Mountain area near Norris. He watched as a black helicopter without markings flew overhead and disappeared below a small hill. The curious hunter climbed to the top of the hill. There was the black chopper, a Bell Jet Ranger, he thought, on the ground, the engine still running. 7 men had apparently exited from the craft and were walking up the hill toward the observer. As the hunter advanced toward the 7, he waved and shouted congenial greetings. It was then that he realized there was something about the men. They were all Oriental. They had slanted eyes and olive skin and were jabbering among themselves in some indecipherable language. They wore everyday clothes, not uniforms. Suddenly, they began to return to the helicopter. The hunter, still waving and shouting friendly greetings, started after them. The Orientals quickened their pace. When the hunter approached within 5 or 6 feet, they broke into a dead run, crowded into the chopper, and took off. In a documented mystery helicopter wave in England, accounts place Oriental-appearing occupants in an unidentified chopper. Slant-eyed, olive-skinned, Oriental-seeming occupants have been a staple at the heart and at the periphery of UFO accounts for years. Significant numbers of the infamous Men in Black, MIB, have a similar appearance, but very often they are seen as very pale and gaunt men who are sensitive to light. In Stigmata No. 5, Fall-Winter 1978, Tom Adams outlined the most prominent speculative explanations accounting for the mutilation helicopter link, including the following. The helicopters are themselves UFOs disguised to appear as terrestrial craft. The choppers originate from within the U.S. government military and are directly involved in conducting the actual mutilations. The helicopters are government military and are not involved in the mutilations but are investigating them. The helicopters are government military and they know about the identity and motives of the mutilators, and by their presence, they are trying to divert attention to the possibility of involvement by the military. The answer, as far as Tom Adams is concerned, could be a combination of the above explanations. There also has been speculation that they are involved in biological experiments with chemical or biological warfare or the geobotanical pursuit of petroleum and mineral deposits. On one occasion, an Army standard-type scalpel was found at a mutilation site. Since the discs have been mostly involved with the mutilations, it is thought that this was a diversionary event. These events, or the discussion of them, is just the precursor to the actual revelations of what is behind the mutilations, alien acquisition of biological materials for their own use. To discuss this in a logical and sequential manner, we must review what has been really happening right under our noses. Direct interaction with extraterrestrial biological entities, EBEs. To discuss that, however, we must attempt to start at the beginning with what we now know to be true.